The views and opinions expressed on this show by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the channel. Furthermore, the views and the opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the host and the channel. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals who do not have your best interest at heart or our own. Enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
boys and girls,
welcome to the greatest podcast on the planet.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yolana eti po 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 po.
And they tipping me off. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get something for $1. We might just hit home in a Honda. But are you ready? I am ready. Don't keep me waiting. I'm okay. I'm just minutes away. You can call me any day. You can call me we play. But are you ready? I am ready. Keep me waiting.
Happy New Year to you. Coming new live
3, 2, 1.
Zulu Fashion House. It is with great sadness to you.
Man.
It's 54 no time.
Anyway, and we're back.
We're back, motherfuckers.
Can I continue now?
Anyway, Maforty, you're saying?
Yeah.
Happy New Year to you all. Coming you live at Zulu
Coming
Fashion
to
House.
you live.
Okay.
Coming to you live.
A Happy New Year to you all. Coming at you live at Zulu Fashion House. It is with great...
Coming at you is like, coming.
What's coming to you?
Yes, you.
Like I'm spraying
But
people
in
with kids now. Nah, what are you reading though, bro?
Happy New Year to you all. Coming to you live at Zulu Fashion House. It is with great sadness to you and happiness to us in the untimely departure of one Pardon Moyo, popularly known as Mgcini, from the ByoPodcast 99. However, his departure will not and definitely will not hinder us from having fun and you also enjoying it. And one Mary Jane Shoma is on suspension to further notice. Don't worry, you're in safe hands with your ever eccentric, keen-eyed comedian.
What?
Wink, wink.
Wink.
Nah, guys.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Nah,
How
you
are
niggas
you?
out of pocket.
Fresh.
But then you're out of socket.
Hi guys, how are you? You sharp?
Shut the fuck up.
Your days are numbered.
Your days are numbered. This is a hostile takeover now. And now look at him. He's unemployed now.
Yeah, he's gonna be
We
watching
run the
from
show
the
now.
other side, like you
Hey,
guys.
Look at me.
Can you please subscribe?
Mama, I made it.
For once, bro.
Can you please subscribe? And please join our membership.
Please, guys, can you tell him to follow, like, and subscribe to the biggest comment to the biggest podcast on the planet. But that is what is truly happening.
Hostile takeover.
It's a hostile takeover now. We run the show now.
Yeah. We are
Until
the
someone else
captains.
does a hostile takeover. But how are you guys?
There's my best vele. Unjalo.
Yeah, but it is true. I have a line of coups that I can say, but ish.
That was cool, mama. Cool.
Beans kumbe lami vumbubuza.
But let's go.
Manin. Manin.
Beans is the food.
Hey, as part of our New Year resolutions, akuchwe company since we're moving forward in this new direction. Kuthiwe akusakhulunywa inhlamba la.
Hayi akusohlamba.
Ngiyacela.
Yeah.
On that note, we hereby give you our version of a swearing jar or cursing jar on Shamba jar You put $1 there or anything, that's profane.
Lila, you change.
Our New Year's resolution.
It's fine. Siyakwazi pass.
Safaka imali yakho la sebesidetector esusenhlamba zakho.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, vele ungasikwajisa ithathe $100 yakho ngasasoyitshengise inatha futhi.
Thenga amahenisi cotton.
So I think since I told this sticker by next episode, you have to lapha swearing cha.
Yeah.
And then whoever goes out of line.
You gotta put something in there.
Speaking of resolutions, guys, what are the resolutions of the podcast? Yeah, what are our resolutions?
General. Also, Happy New Year, guys. It's Umnyaka Omutsha.
Guys,
Next
Ichini ngoma lana ngababona ngalo nyaka.
greet your neighbor, tell them it's nice to be here.
Greet your neighbor.
Kumnandi kuba lapha.
Continents of the new
season. Yeah.
How do you respond to that? I've got a question. Like someone says compliments of the new year. Or umnyaka omutsha, like uphendula njani?
Same to you.
I know, yeah.
Oh, I
know again is called Serafi umnyaka omutsha.
Umnyaka omutsha. Kungeni.
Bakhona sebeyizwile indlonyana.
Anoke izikhothi izuka ngazi.
Singazi. Bakhona yini bangena?
Bakhona sebeyizwile indlonyana. Injani ka-2024?
Umana ya.
Maforty wena suyizwile.
Hayi manje abazwanga ukuthi
uthi ayena 2025 is his year.
Oh, I'm never been told 2025 is my year.
Yeah. No. Yeah, you're done with this, bro. 18 days is enough for you to see that. Nah, this year's it's not working. Not your shit, bro. Yeah.
The Lord is my shepherd.
My resolution this year is celibacy. Hey, so
far so good.
I need to dangayiza. What I'm saying is, having said that,
it's not too late. It's not too late to
say it. Yeah. In your Pharisee era.
I'm a eunuch.
I'm gonna go right to retention.
So what are the
podcast resolutions?
Yeah.
Well, the first and obvious one is
Lesson Hlamba.
Yeah.
Secondly, we like to also get high-profile people to subscribe. The likes of Mgcini.
Yeah. Pardon.
To start following the show.
Yeah.
Just fun another.
We really need those people, man. Yeah.
And I think we might probably also do maybe another drive this year.
Okay.
I know we definitely will.
You roll on drive.
Yes. I think for us we need 10K subscribers. Like that's
10K.
I think that's doable.
Yeah, because we're somewhere fast approaching 6, right? So it's like 4K. Yeah. So I know anything. 4,000.
Pardon, wherever you are.
Subscribe channel
from the other side.
My belief my resolution before very second quarter it's easy shit, bro.
Yeah.
After that,
also we need to have more live recordings.
Yeah, we need live.
The last one was a jump.
Oh yes, live recordings. Live recordings are really nice.
Jump, guys.
Yeah, we should have one.
We therefore appeal to members of our audience that have locations. Who are willing to lend us a venue
host us, yes.
to host us for an hour or 4, you know.
Either or.
As long as the venue also allows us, our audience members, to come through like Pardon.
Yes.
To come through and watch us.
And watch.
Do our thing. Yeah. But okay, enough about that. Individual resolutions.
I'm not literally mine is semen retention this year.
Okay.
Financial retention.
All right.
Keep away, though.
4x4.
Do you know, I made this example to someone earlier on today. And you know what? As a warrior, you spear must always be at war. Sometimes some years are years of peace. You know, you know, sometimes it's a year of peace, man.
Sharpen the sword.
You know, and just keep it. You know, ever watched which Avengers is that? After Thanos had won, right?
Thanos,
mta.
Was Blomena.
Was Blomena?
Was relaxed.
What if you land before Mumbulana?
And what if the work is done?
My work is done.
It always will.
Your failures let you back to me.
Exactly.
Simple.
You check. So now I'm in my Thanos.
So Vuyi and I painting this year Opera Macaca.
Okay.
We are already circumventing the system, us. Yeah, but
Anyway.
Mina ama personal resolutions ami. Ngike ngaba le near death experience ngo-December. Almost lost my life. And as I was on my deathbed, there was new brother ngesandla. We had a little homoerotic moment, Lama boys. And then I decided to no, I just need to do better with my music. So that's pretty much. The only thing I need is music.
All right, Ralph.
I just need to get my money up, dog.
Yes, sir.
That's all. Just need to get my Rex up.
What you actually might not need to change your resolutions if because
that's true.
Sometimes we make the mistake of making 5-year plans, a 1-year plan. So CT, I want to double my income. That could actually be a 3-year plan. When a part of my New Year resolution at 2022, 2023, resolution. So sometimes it's okay to have the same resolution 4 years in a row.
Yeah, what's crazy is that I did everything that I wanted to do last year. Bro.
That's why.
But for August, I was done with all my shit, bro.
All right.
And get the rest, bro.
I know get him
This guy can do everything, this guy.
Dog, I did everything last year. It's crazy.
But Priest, that's a very good point on compounding. Yeah. Sometimes like it's better for you to aim at like 1% increments every day or every year, you know, than to
make it a weekly thing.
Hey, make it a weekly thing.
1% increment per week. That's a 2-year goal.
Jay, you know what I mean?
Doing something.
Hey, rather than to aim for 100% and then 100 if you got and then you just give up.
So that might actually be my advice to people. Not saying Guti, I'm the kind of person people should take advice from.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, Guti, sometimes don't give yourself pressure. Some of these goals are not 1-year goals.
Yeah, that's true.
And doing as Bulala, one in November, so floppy, this Karada. I mean, I can tell you, I'm on my 3rd year with the same resolutions. I'm going to change it because if I flopped, I try again, bro.
Okay. Mepras.
I didn't give my
swelling. I'm a crash open. It's like a jump.
I'm a bombo.
Mike.
How's the grasshopper is tattooed?
Mepras, your resolutions.
My resolution, I think this year is to enjoy life more. I think last year I was too serious. Yeah, a lot of things were hindering me to enjoy life. I was always looking at the negative than the positive.
So you want to be a little loose.
Exactly. As my year started on a good note, like so many good things happened. So I'm like,
Changes for Gonzako Lonyaga, Ube Pepe.
Tumelo Pepe.
UTP.
Exactly. So I put the business on some laptop there.
Manin. Uza kumu putasla.
The business that you're doing some laptop made it cool.
Made expand. That's it.
Outside of Africa.
Ulungisa laptop. Ulungisa izinto ezinjengama hard drive.
Alright.
RAM.
Ama USB.
RAM.
Ama
RAM.
Lama ROM.
Alright.
Only memory.
40, what about you? What's your resolution?
I don't do resolutions anymore.
Okay.
I found this phenomena called vision board and this vision
Maforty are
thingy.
discovering vision boards in 2024.
No, I didn't discover that. I didn't discover it. I said I don't do it because I haven't done them in a very long time.
All right.
So every time I said I don't. To me, it's not a vision board because what I do, I just take my sticky notes, my write stuff, put it on my bedroom.
Yeah.
And
so that you see it every
and
day.
then every time as we go through, I'll be ticking and ticking. And last year, I tricked a lot of things.
And they achieve
a lot of things. No, the reason being is, you know what, you set up those 1%. So what I do is I set these little small goals, leading to the bigger goal. So it's more achievable. I'm a small targets to get the bigger picture. You get it? So if you do it Bijana, you get to the bigger goal.
Yeah.
So it's, for me, step by step.
You're going through this life like a jigsaw.
I was picking off from other year, and I'm gonna pick off from this year again because we all know the goal.
I mean, I was just kind of feeling since a mistake. So I'm not ndaba mina. Ngoba kulokunye okwenzakala last year ngakuplananga.
But do you know what the Bible says? Write it down so he can see it sit through or something.
Verse what? Chapter what?
It's Habakkuk.
Ungazifoni
It's
lezo.
in the Bible.
Because I'm a story lezi.
No, I'm not saying what it is.
Apostle.
It's not about apostle, but it's a thing you're good
It was about Papa,
when you
isn't
write when you write your vision, your mission, whatever your vision, when you write them down, it's easier for you to look at them and be able to be accountable to it.
Yeah, which is true. Lokho ngivumelana nakho.
You need to write it down
Lethi ngikwandeleka Van Dam.
and be able to be accountable. That's my thinking. That's my thinking.
I
Yeah.
know, I agree.
Yeah. And the other thing, and the other key advice from experience, if you say ufaka resolution nako, you get all your eggs in the nest. Also prioritize protecting them, because sometimes you might say, this year I want to get a job. You get a job, and then you slack, you get fired. So as soon as you get your things in Lezadosfuna, make it a point or invest in protecting those things, so that next year when you're coming up with new resolution,
Nangu omunye bamxotsha
It makes
umsebenzi
sense.
umnyaka uqala. Isihlama senze.
Right.
Ne-5 rand.
Hayi,
Yi-soft
yabuza
inhlamba.
usikweleta.
Esindebele. Asivumente esindebele yi-soft inhlamba.
Jay, look, uzasitela
That was very hard
afterwards.
$30.
fake past my
Ayinadola,
G.
but sizenza so.
Sawunika i-change. Sawunika i-change.
Ayizanika i-change.
Engabanzi. For the next coming 5 weeks, maybe uzakhuma ezinye. Namuhla ingasala khona.
So I'm gonna charge this money after the episode.
Hayi.
Yeah, manu bone.
Ayindadola.
Uzabona ukukhuluma nami ziyakhona $5 khona.
Ula.
All right, let's go.
Ayidluli $1.
Let's go. So who was talking? Who was talking?
Actually,
Vuyi was
I
saying
at a
something.
point. Now, I'm technically starting from scratch this year. Last year around Christmas, someone from work gifted me a daily planner. It's a nice thing. Looks like it's a really,
You're also excited to write in it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. So at first, after I got the initial shock, I didn't know that I should be offended. Does it mean that you can't got a daily plan? You know, but it was generally a thoughtful gift, and generally I was that person who, you know, now my goals are in my head, and you know, now like I'm so excited to just, you know, like fill it up. You know, and every day or every other day, I'm
Take
like, okay,
note of
what
how-
did I do? You know what I mean? So yeah. I think
Speaking of
Maforty's
gifts-
point on writing stuff down, it actually is
Speaking
valid.
of gifts, we had Christmas. How many received presents?
Somebody connect. No. Somebody connect. It's a leap year, gents.
It is. It's our turn, eh?
And it's our turn. We're going to have an episode.
With which women?
And we're going to find out how
Which
many of
women?
us.
You know what?
Let's hope so.
I was making this point last night, right? When you group with so labo Kbrizzy, labo Mayibongwe. And city, you know what? One thing about women, when a woman loves you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Umfazi nxa yokuthanda nje.
Uyabona iplan.
Yabona iplani, bro.
Lobo ngama
They
socks.
will make a plan better than a nigga would make a plan.
True.
You know what I
I
mean?
think I would like to believe that also. So now, mostly in Zwela Machins, personally, I know I'm in good hands.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just I cannot use myself as a benchmark for what most men
For
go through.
all the niggas,
Yeah.
because abanye benu don't see guys.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
a-
and other niggas,
Don't even think
they
about it,
yeah.
because I know I'm gonna get some shit.
Yeah, the other niggas, they expect gifts from places where they didn't invest anything, bro. You know?
Or from
So-
even places where they invested, but umuntu wakhona very.
Yeah, we can't hide that.
Entitled
So can you
piece
get-
of-
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So it just reminded me of something. So there's this WhatsApp thing. This girl says morning love, MNGLUV. The guy is like, so the guy is like, Mamas, I nyaboni shorthand, but kahle, like, why are you writing like umuntu like what why writing like what? Because abona awusebenzi, like you're not doing anything, like uchageni, like what's wrong?
You
Like
use it all the time in the
what
world.
is that you're
to
doing
write a
that
full
you're,
sentence.
you know?
uzamusave isikhathi.
But I feel give and take is the rules of my relationships. You give, you take. So if you didn't give, don't expect to receive. That's what I believe.
But with our other gender, you can give, my man, and get nice. Actually, you can get something, which is the same something you got 2 days ago and 3 days ago, and
Yeah.
Only that
Maybe
this time
they
is
like only have a
shaved.
pombu shave, maybe have a more.
More, you know. At the very least, she must put a tattoo at Ralph's pussy, you know. Something like that.
right.
No. Alright, yeah, so and that one
Paid,
ufaki 5
Paid, yo.
ufaki 5 lapha.
Cela imali
Cela
bafowethu.
imali la.
Whatever money.
Company idlala njalo.
Only money
Sifake
that
imali.
we want.
There's a new sheriff
Only
in town.
money.
Akuna mali lapha.
There's a
Only
new
money.
ungasiniki daily
Only
plan.
Awula nto ngayikhipha lapho ngama-socks or something.
Ungasiniki daily plan.
We are not playing around.
Right.
Only money that dinner is
You know,
set. Boys,
uphathon uzowesikhange podcast ayenzi imali. We $10.
We're not even 15 minutes in, bro.
Kultura is a man if you're not seeing results. Look on the inside. We just
getting the
make
money now.
money.
Yeah, we're making money now on the podcast.
You see what I'm saying? That's my judgment.
But anyway, what were you guys up to with December? Someone talked in Christmas. So, what was the vibe? What do people get
I was
up
in
to?
Goli, boys.
Gollyhood. How was it?
I was
Okay.
in
Alright.
Goli.
So, you almost died in Golly.
Yeah, bro. I
fuck.
got 5-star treatment there at the hospital. I'm fucking into Terminator Salvation.
Okay.
Hadimfana, you
Oh,
are.
like, you know, like in the movies when the hero is in bed and then they just rip it off. Go save the day.
But I mean, obviously.
You couldn't rip it off.
They say rip it off. But when you do pa. Hadimfana, why are you sick? Mfana, you've got the. Tell me. Yeah, you are a stallion. Not yes, doctor. If only you knew. But I got recover in a week.
Right.
And then we had a good time. I went to things wedding, Niger de Soul's wedding.
Oh, nice.
You go pela post ngafela khona actually.
Oh, too much
Mina
cognac.
machansi statement lesi sokuthi abunandi killing me. Abaye bafuna ukusikhuluma as vibes.
Mona timpolai.
No, I went through it. Imona tempula ngasuka from the wedding sesibhedlela dog.
Shit.
That's how rough it was.
Serious?
Right. Yeah, overall.
Too much cognac. What
Okay,
were we doing?
Well, I'm afraid to ask what
All
led you
of
to.
dog. It was everything. The cognac was flowing. At some point
Ngihlangile nyama embuzi.
at some point ngangile asesiphelelwa ngama ice ngase ngikhumbuthi kule bucket, like not even a bucket, because ibhaveli ikhulela ama ice engilibone ngale kwenye indawo kwasukumnyama abantu sebesukile balala because it was a lodge that was out of town. Agijima laphana ngathi kithi yadrop ibhavu ngithi nyathi ngibone kule thona amambodlela echampompa ayi2 phakathi. Wow boys. Look what ichampompo sama siyiseklu so hey bota so
Little.
pants. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was
Sounds
wild.
like you had a good time.
What were you up to December?
December I was rocking, boy. Yo, I was rocking locally. I was rocking. I started rocking when? On the 7th.
Okay.
At least someone is
Ngatshawa
diluting the
ifomo.
sausage fest.
Ngacha
Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
What up?
hello hi.
Yeah, so guys, I was pretty much family time and rocking. The events were fire, dog. Even
No,
that one that you're trying to cancel was fire. Fire, dog. It was trending in
Zan-
SA.
Mina ngacha
So,
ifomo
yeah,
ngize
we
ngibone
fun, bro.
laphana
How come?
kungurafu Vuyi lo
Say hi,
lokuzeni.
say hi to us.
Jane.
That was a cut off. No.
Hi, bye.
Vele yadlula kuphela.
Yes.
Just say Happy New Year to the people then.
Happy New Year.
All right, thank you.
Ah,
Thank
it's
you
cool,
for
my
passing
man.
by.
It's cool, my man.
See you.
So you're saying, dog?
Mina
That was Garden of House, I think.
ngathatshura ifomo ngilibona li Garden of House lapha.
It was lit there.
Ngaze ngayisola.
Okay, now I'm going
Oyeditha uzayifaka iclip. Oyeditha uzayifaka iclip yakhona liyane eyakho lo lokuzeni lo MJ ya. Laphana ngathi
Did I tell you what happened afterwards, bro?
Yeah.
I got so late, I striped cabin. I'm tuning you.
From ZITF.
Was that idea?
Don't make me yell.
Dangerous, bro.
Check, let me tune you, and how much did I take the rocky leather pants? What all right? As I'm in a cotton, sonky. I'm like, no, youngs, fuck that shit, bro. I'm not gonna go cabin. And I think I was
You said what, that shit?
I-
Thank you. Already, says
all right, sweet.
Yeah?
Dinner, we are up.
You know.
boys.
So I'm like, no, man, this is nonsense. Man, I'm going cabin. What I hamba nje endlela. See, manje namhla izabona. Ayingeni indlela.
Rare. But like, it's like.
Ngihlabi olwayithi mdala ngo2 ekuseni.
alisenzi
Ngathi
yankala.
ngikhaya kule bha.
Okay. Wow. Me braz. Wena? Kari an lawa uko na December.
Unless uli alien mntwana. On planet.
The usual family time and studio time. Yeah, I know. Simple stuff. But ngabona bayekholisa all the no Vuyi, the labo Ralph, labo MJ. Mike.
Chilling with fam, bro.
No, it makes sense.
It makes sense why you want to loosen up now.
You need to. You need to hang
Just play nice.
It's been a busy year and
Yeah, okay.
and I needed that family time because I love it because
Oh, okay.
especially my December now Vuyi and swing about 7 come back about 10 episodes. Plus, you know, who will be relatives from like SA, UK, what. But I
I was caught to say £30.
but it was fun. It was alright.
Family time is also good.
Yeah,
I've done
family time is
December with
good.
family time. Really, if there's ever a time.
The story is out hey when ngwabula lugogo wathi zaphuma zonke vele what
Too much info. Too much.
No, we're slow.
Too much info.
wakuchaza
So did Vuyi say what he was up to other than stripping?
Other than strapping on.
What else did I do, man? I think it was just events, man. Like Ralph was rocking locally.
I think also checking our podcast, like especially people who watch from overseas, don't know how also immersed we are in like local events.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
I'm a cheater about host my event, MC my event.
Yeah.
Power.
But speaking of
Yeah.
that, I had so many memorable moments. Like I'd go to a place like Smokehouse, and bear in mind, I've never been in front of the camera at this like podcast lay. And you know, you'd have people walking up to like, no, if it's Yako, you know, we recognize your voice
You know
from.
this voice.
And I'm sure Ralph, that probably happened to you as
Dude,
well.
very-
Everywhere we went,
Everywhere
man.
the VR. Everyone knows umuntu blind njani uyezokhuluma
Indoda.
nge-podcast. And then like,
You know what I mean? So, yeah. So to all those people that we bumped into over the
Yes.
December holiday, shout out to
man,
you guys.
Please, man. Can I also do
Yeah,
a shout out?
yeah, we do
I
this
met
for
someone
you.
at the airport yesterday. Yeah, bro, airport. Tabiso, I even wrote his name down. Tabiso, aka Rookie. I promised him a shout out. Shout out to my boy Tabiso, aka Rookie. I'm fine.
Where's he from?
He's from here. He's from here.
But I'm assuming, was he going back somewhere or?
I go down town because I want to do this in Java.
All right.
No. But he's a local cat. He's a local cat. He just said he follows the podcast.
So for me, December was working. I was like, I did this amazing advert for one of the Zimbabwe's big companies. I did an advert.
Sangano.
It said to come out. So that was.
I saw you, the one you're rocking blue.
The one.
You're wearing blue things.
Yes. You know the air doesn't. No, it doesn't come out, but you.
Yeah, I saw something.
Yeah. So I did an ad. I was the main act. Got my money.
I know getting this code.
And then
I'm a main
and then I'd go back again. I'd go back to work. There's a festival. Imagine I'm creating a festival in Swaziland. So I was working.
But couldn't do one extra phela Maforty. Ithi la
I don't drink alcohol. Christmas. Towards Christmas, I was buying presents for my nephews and nieces. That's how I was doing.
Okay.
I was buying presents for my nephews and nieces.
Yeah.
Come Christmas Eve, I spent the whole day by myself and Jenny. This lady watching movies.
Look home.
I never went anywhere.
Foot. One crazy one. Keep us.
So
At least good.
But yeah, I've been working non-stop. So, and I started school in December. Can you imagine?
Oh, nice, congrats.
So yeah,
I'm a 40.
that's what I've been up to.
We'll fire you, love.
You have to understand. You have to understand. The older I get, the more you know. I did what you guys are doing. I did it.
Man, shut up.
I did what you guys are
doing
doing.
it.
Whatever you're doing, I did it. So yeah. Whatever you guys are doing, I did it.
Serious.
Bro, I want to function in you cool time.
You used to drink?
No, other than drinking, but I function and you could.
Jagu's walking endlini.
I mean, ugoke busuku very power, yes.
What
Yes.
what Jagu's of Mamelodi Hospital?
No.
So
but
you're not doing the
But
things you're
I remember getting to a strip club at Joburg at 7 p.m., coming out the next day 6 a.m. I don't know how that happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but yeah. But December allowed me to really slow down. I needed to slow down.
I was on a strip club, say, goalie. Now, for good the price is sweet. You could have been sure.
I'm just saying, you almost went there.
I've got a story.
Yeah, so I told you discount is sweet.
Right, I've got a story. Speaking of strip clubs, 2023 marked. I've done him in Island, but it's the first time actually, first and last time we went to private lounge.
Oh,
Yeah, well, so last time it was my friend and this lady that we know. You know, we bumped into a Cosmo, the partner. What?
I like that you said lady because subconsciously you're trying to give her more class.
Yeah,
and
no,
the class
but
of women
she's a classy person.
It's fine, cool.
You know, despite her interests. You know.
See, there we go.
Yeah.
But continue.
What are some and so we went there with a good time. But the funniest thing happened. Westlife I hadn't heard in a while. Until that day, this lady gave a very good show, stripping to Westlife.
An empty street.
That's exactly how do it. Is that the right song? That's exactly what happened. So in the moment it didn't register because you know
It's tough.
And then when you got home, man, just messed me up a bit.
No, man.
What the hell? This is not right. You know, so yeah. It was one of my many experiences of last year. Yeah, hey.
I'm a private lounge guy. I'm a Mgcini who's no longer my friend because of his life choices. We are to love so it to city. Never check them via I Twitter. Oh, you want to visit? Nebonga. One good day will be up.
This is
I'm leaving this place now.
Peace. First
and last time.
New resolution. Mpex tenga phela ndoda into leyana leyana.
Come on. We know you're watching this.
We know you're watching.
We know you're watching.
I'm not the only one who saw this. Umpex,
Oh, it happened in December, right?
Yeah, what happened?
Shit.
I think I'm going to go good old Palamdi. Okay, maybe I'm making jokes, but I spoke to him.
Yeah,
he says he was just a little
yeah.
scuffle. Into the Zananika moment, to the sorry. Oh, you keep your cup. What do you want?
Exactly.
What kind of neighborhood
really fast,
This wasn't even supposed to happen.
What kind of neighborhood is this, bro?
So you see, we could have lost Mpex, dog.
We could have lost our number one audience.
Number one audience.
And
On all
class
platforms,
in
on all screens.
So say we're
Like an Apple Watch, Dad.
But more life to Mpex. Happy that
Shout
you're
out to
alive.
Mpex, yeah.
Also, more life to all of our audiences.
Yes. This year, make it a point that you turn into a member, not just a subscriber as well.
Thank you so much. We also
give us
rounded off the year.
money.
Well, I think we spoke about the drive that we did.
Yes, we did.
So also happy about. I think last year the podcast really did well in terms of branching out beyond just,
It's going to do magnificent with us in charge. I'm just saying.
Taking it to new heights.
Taking it to new heights. Yeah, but anyway, even though we're taking it to new heights, I got something happened to me this January. I would type it. I'm getting my monies, bank account, and then they say,
please, man.
and then you hear you can't get the payment because your tax clearance expired, and you're gonna have a tax clearance September 2024. You're like, how did my tax clearance expire? Like, no, Zimra just announced that all these tax clearance are no longer.
So maybe I should also check my tax
I'm
clearance.
like, what?
I should probably check
Yeah,
mine
no.
too.
Guys, let's check our tax clearance.
Lani
so
madoda
now-
ngalibukele khona
now-
checkana ama tax
Nah,
clearance.
actually, you have to check my returns.
now.
Those guys owe me money, you know.
So Mtuli now has made it a thing ukuthi mawungena tax clearance unyide. Nje.
Yeah.
Ini.
Dollar.
That's azonhlamba. Inhlamba kubani?
Uthi kanti izindebele awusazo. Niyazi inhlamba lekhulume. Uyikhulume badaleni. Faka idombi la. Faka
Mina
idombi.
inhlamba le ngiyala ngasonto 5 rand.
Kanti ama discount.
I came prepared.
Nangikhulumile ngathi
I came prepared.
ezesindebele 5 rand ezeskhiwa dollar.
Manje bona bakhona yami ngibakhipha but I came prepared knowing very well. Qing.
Actually senze an opposite. Ezeskhiwa 5 rand ezesindebele dollar because izindebele zijulile manje.
Yeah, izindebele zijulile.
Ziwes. So inhlamba eskhiwa 5 rand.
Ucansi likhuluma izinto ngesindebele.
Hey.
Ebelisenza ukungirola boy.
Ngoba kulaliyana uspank that. Icabanga ngesindebele.
Oh, harder.
So I was saying Umtuli.
Kanzima.
Mtuli's new measures are going ham on everyone.
Yes,
bro.
Mtuli is going ham, bro.
Yo,
Ilokuza la ikhwelile ngithi i-toll gate. Abalezimoto abadriver. Toll gate la ikhwelile I think isiku 4 dombi.
meat went up.
Lama ticket plane akhwelile.
Meat went up. Like I don't know how bread went up. I still don't know why bread went up. $25.
Hey,
Why I buy bread is $25.
exactly, because uthi
Because
ngawujombile
bread is
kule
not-
past le 5 rand
Bread is not supposed to go up
Khathesi,
apparently, but it's gone up.
Mina ngaba le butcher islogan esiphandle sibhale no one can beat our meat.
That's actually pretty good.
Let's go, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No one can beat me.
No one can beat us.
I was actually quite dope.
And
I wish I had thought of
Better
that.
than ours.
but of you guys, Lina, what's your take on the new tax measures? What's your take really? Where are we going as a country?
Mtuli takes us range.
Mina I think
Not to be honest, man, Saba will wins, man. Saba will wins.
Mina, here's maybe my little 2 cents on the issue. I think part of the problem that we're having with why taxing is gone up is because of economy. Most of it is private sector. Unemployment is 95%, which means most of us are actually doing hustles
In the informal sector.
in the streets that the government cannot tax. Imagine wonke abantu abanamabhele lemsika. Those are people who are supposed to be in office jobs getting taxed. You understand? So because of that, they've run out of places where they can legitimately tax people. Well, I'm taxing umuntu ebhele dog. So now the little places that can be taxed, they have to double down.
But
on.
they've gone to Anlabana on this rand shop, whatever. They've gone after them because now you can't go to any wholesaler, right? Ungela tax clearance. The
But
new
you
tax
know,
clearance.
you know what's that gonna
Right?
breed?
So now, if you're getting married, you know how people used to get married and then say, Toyota, come deliver this. You can't now.
But what
can
I'm
only
saying
pay-
is, Maforty,
Yeah,
you know what's that gonna do?
yeah.
You're just gonna bump up your business over Malaysia. Those people
True.
are just gonna order an AC.
True.
And what happens
True.
to the wholesalers? They also go broke.
Let me tell you
So
something.
they are now messing up the entire value chain.
This
Hata
is-
maybe
this is one.
check
Let me tell you, 2024 is going to be a good year for Malaysia.
Yeah.
If taxing lay continues like this, and if Ton Mackenzie also succeed with what they're trying to do by making it harder for people to cross into SA, all of that just translates to better business for Malaysia. Because once we cheese border, Malaysia about double price. Manu wanted to take kuches a go Malaysia this year.
Because Delta, for it to sell their alcohol and to sell their soft drinks, for it to get faster to their clients, they were using these trucks that didn't have tax clearance, right?
Anjo bebe outsourcer.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in Gwe, but it's
Yeah, but now it's tricky if the person doesn't have a tax clearance, it's not registered and stuff. And so already now, when as an individual, you can only buy $20 worth of stuff from Delta. $20 worth.
So seconds good.
If you're a new person, you can only spend. You have to prove actually. Uguti, if bought before it Delta, if you can't prove it, you can only be allowed $1,000 worth of stuff at Delta. So sales at Delta are gonna go down, right? Already there's sugar tax on top of it. Delta, I know the game plan. I think they just wanna frustrate Delta. Delta sales, they buy it.
I was also shocked last year to find out ukuthi ingweba isela ama trucks sebe outsource. So kade singale role yakhe you can just irole yakhe bese deliver.
But nxa irole yakho ingena tax clearance ingena registered, you can't.
Okay, but I didn't know that because now that's a new thing.
There's a lot of things you can't do now as long as you tax clearance.
Well,
in business now.
Our podcast is just taking a sad note.
It's crazy because in August, when we're talking about such things, people were coming through about freedom of association. You see now your freedom has got us into this quagmire.
Fana. Into this giggity.
But that's what's there for us Zimbabweans. That's what's there.
All right, on that
my 2 cents on it, right? But it all goes back to this crumbling system.
It is.
That it's like utunga. I'm trying to find in Ibalini as on lamp. It's like stitching. Yes, stitching an anus and to prevent diarrhea. You know. It's, yeah. Basically,
but it's building up.
It's building up, man.
It's a Puma front load.
Yeah.
Either way.
Because look at it this way, right? In any normal society, the reason why you tax people is so that state infrastructure runs well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Hospitals are built, roads are built.
Because we run our businesses on the road.
But when those funds, because they're always there in the budget every year, but they are diverted somehow. You know, for lack of a better term, we don't have to be accusing people of stealing money or whatever. But the funds are diverted.
Somehow,
right?
the funds don't.
They don't get to where they. And they get to a point where like, hi, my dude, but the roads still need to be built. And in a situation like this, where our Minister of Finance doesn't really have the liberty to say, no, guys, stop diverting funds. The best thing that you can do is tax people more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Until you can't tax people anymore, bro. Like that's how it is. It's like the life cycle of e-commerce. I saw this very funny thing that End rotates. Yeah. So Andrew Tate was talking about how like he advocates for paper money and not you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like
digital money.
Right now, so the eco cash. Ralph, I send you 10 bucks. You send Tumelo money. You send Maforty gets money from Tumelo. Like that, like, until all of us and that money if he man is if you Mayibongwe.
Yeah.
By the time it gets to him, it's not 10 bucks anymore. In fact, you might find that it's money.
Because he bank every tata 40 cents per 40 cents.
So at no point has the 10 bucks been used by us.
Very like that. I think like 25 people later have paid.
That's paid money.
But a paper.
Yeah.
I paper in there.
So it's like even taxing, right? Like fine, tax, but until you get to the root cause of this,
yeah, that's true.
You know, you're gonna get to a point where you can't tax people anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
But how they justified it by saying there's no foreign direct investment.
I feel like those excuses, we don't even listen to them
weren't
anymore.
You guys saying mega deals at some point? So where the money
guys were saying that.
When you guys mega deals?
Like, you know.
Anyway, enough of the depressing. On to more juicy things. Katt Williams.
I know I'm coming. I know I'm coming.
I mean, that's how I feel. Katt Williams. Sean Puffy Combs. You got everyone. Yes, it was a hot season for black celebrities.
Sarajevo incident.
Yeah.
Can I go one in the mix to dilute?
No, you know, that's the thing is, and I think I mentioned this earlier on last year. I think there's a targeted attack on successful black men.
Even me, dog. You know me. I'm the most.
I'm
the most pro-black.
In all of this that we're talking about right now, there is no story that is worse than Jeffrey Epstein.
You know, dog.
But no one is talking now. Jeffrey, there's even a list of names, bro.
The problem becomes especially when it's one of our own.
Exactly.
P. Diddy.
And they're banking on it.
Jesus, Epstein's. I was his doggy, bro.
But Epstein also ties a lot of black people are tied to him also.
No, not a lot. No, I wouldn't say a lot.
Kristaka was in the AIDS benefit Africa or we're here.
Oprah.
All right.
Bill Cosby, but I wouldn't say a lot.
Oprah,
gentlemen.
Oprah.
Shut the fuck.
Sizwile.
Angifika.
So sela $3 yakho lapha.
Angifika. Asibeni fair, angifika.
Maforty yours $1. Indaba le 5 rand le asiyizwa le.
In.
Indaba le 5
Bro,
rand le.
let me be honest with you
$20,
guys.
yeah.
Let me be honest with you guys. My show, my rules. Let's continue.
All right, to give people context,
Yeah.
I'll give context on Jeffrey Epstein. For those of you who don't know, Jeffrey Epstein is like for lack of a better description, a Jewish billionaire from from
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach.
Florida, yeah.
He's one of these guys who've been rich from the 90s, and turns out he had
An island, bro.
an island and a child sex trafficking ring. Lavo Elaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yes.
So this guy is pretty much R. Kelly, white people's R. Kelly without the Grammy Award winning hits. He targeted underage children, and he even had a system. It looks like he had a system like rich and powerful white people, if we wanted to have fun with kids, 13, 14-year-old girls, you go to his island, he would have girls for you, and you would know utanda. And I think he had code words, because I saw pizza has been trending. Apparently pizza is code word for some kind of stuff, pineapple. So like I think in his diary it written, how Bill Clinton my utanda
Pizza.
yeah bo
I know in
Spaghetti,
Scott, you see
pizza.
Vuyi utandi, you know. So apparently now, also what happened with him is when he got caught and he was arrested, I think one of his statements was, "Are you guys sure you're arresting me?" You know, he kind of said it in no uncertain terms. Me, I will cheese at this whole place.
Yeah.
And then he didn't last a month in prison.
Yeah.
He committed suicide.
Maximum. Lapha
Yeah,
the
man.
24
he hung
hours
himself in a
surveillance.
cell.
And the camera wasn't working.
Leave it, yeah.
I saw a picture of his post-mortem, which looked like from afar.
Yeah.
And some guys were kind of breaking it down, saying it didn't look like him. They were saying
Yeah, I saw that.
he structure, color, he looked different in his shape. But some people were saying the body also goes through weird processes after it's been dead. So it could be him. So now people are saying maybe he did get killed because he had information to spill, or they faked it.
That is highly likely.
I know,
they faked
'cause
his
But
death of Yellow
wasn't
Island,
that
Jack.
Prince
You already
Andrew
know.
part of his...
dog, kulabo Bill Clinton, kulabo Donald Trump. There's like mad people in his list. Wall Street people, big politicians that he used to cater for.
And you know what's funny? Remember, right? He didn't even have the qualifications of having Wall Street. Did
Really?
you see your good documentary?
Really?
Yeah, he dropped out. I think, in big first year or something. Didn't even have the degree.
But all these guys
But
are like
he tricked
that,
his
dog.
way through, dog. What's what he
There's
billionaire?
a theory out there.
And he was even stealing money from who? Was he stealing money from Warren Buffett or someone? There's someone big who he was stealing money from for a long time, bro.
Crooks, dog.
Yeah. So
What
it
the theory and dog?
There's a theory, like when you do a deep dive on the internet, like to do with the story. There's another angle that people come with. All these guys have got one thing in common: they're all Jewish, right? And the Jewish have got this intelligence organization called the Mossad,
Okay.
right? So utiwa kona Maxwell and Jeffrey could have been Mossad agents, and this island was set up by the Israeli government as a blackmail
To
kind
kind
of thing.
get people, to okay,
No
Yeah.
wonder
now
why.
we own you. Now
Yeah,
we
but
own you.
exactly. Like that's why they all targeted powerful people. In whatever circle that there's people in Dodapta, even Stephen Hawking was there, bro.
Dog.
You know what I mean? I mean, my first
Stephen
question was like,
Hawking,
how,
dog.
bro?
How?
Yeah, but how did you know?
That guy didn't work from the jaw down.
Nah, but like why not? And there's a picture of him there.
I
saw
want
it.
me some pounds, please.
Yeah, no, that's not a pocket,
Apparently,
man.
what's his name? What's his name? Stephen Hawking. Apparently, his fetish was he used to like seeing midgets working difficult math
formula.
in a chalkboard that was too high for them to.
Wearing
swear,
very
bro.
short clothes.
Yeah, apparently that was
guys,
his.
I am a
Yeah, long division when. And
But
I laughed at
so
the fact that
that's one theory. And at this point, man, this story has just gotten so deep and dark. Anything could be true,
Epstein's story is so crazy. This girl on the docu was saying they called her and said, "You want to fly for a benefiting thing?" And then she said when she walked on the plane, going Epstein or Bill Clinton or Chris Tucker, and she was like, bro, I never saw often a combination of powerful people
Like that, yeah.
like he used to. Like he would get like really powerful people in the room, dog.
Yeah. It was too easy for him.
But I'm gonna say
But
also
anyway,
I
we're now going
almost
to...
made an example.
We've made the context now, so we're now going to Diddy. So recently, things similar to Inter Epstein
but Puffy Combs we've known for a while, which he's an outlandish man. I think one of his chefs,
brother love.
one of his chefs a while ago took him to court because he used to order, was it shrimp during intercourse?
Oh.
It deliver munch. Uti several times he had to deliver food mid intercourse.
And my question then, because I'm a very curious person, and intercourse is it normal intercourse or it's like Diddy Combs intercourse?
I think it's Diddy Combs because ulambanjan during.
Yeah.
Udopi phone ote. Uqhubeki.
Epheke lapha ngithola mushrooms uthole na any TD lapha. He's a power bottle.
Swallow.
You swallow it. Nah, I didn't sign up for this.
Do you guys think TD was there?
I think he was there.
I think he was there.
I think he was there.
Because has he denied being there?
A lot of people were there. A lot of people, bro. A lot of people.
Sometimes,
TD Jakes is not a lot of people, bro.
And I'm saying a lot of
He
people.
is the
a lot
one
of
person that you
famous
would never think would be there.
why can't?
Iguti sometimes, engaba wayikhona, but mina ngile theory, guys. Hear me out. Abantu aba popular, mbese aba powerful, ama celebs. They like that thing, yokuthi bayabenza abantu aba associate like, but they don't sometimes really know each other like that.
Yeah.
You know that industry love, you know?
I know.
Lokhana ukuthi okay, long Kbrizzy.
Like malihlangana samuhle likhulumisana ngaliyazana because
picture.
La usuhambe ephathini yakhe sibuye umfika lamani uphomba ukuthatha ama picture nechampagne uphuma ubuyele endlini yakho. When it comes out ukuthi Ralph was actually doing some creepy things endlini yakhe. How? But you're not even his friend, but Lina ku media la nizama portraying and like you're cool like that.
Okay, see that one I understand
because I mean like
because
some of those weird things that happen.
This specific one, I will say, I think that's what happened with Chris Tucker and Jeffrey Epstein. Like, Tucker had no idea.
Exactly.
But Tucker was Michael Jackson's
like,
best friend. Wait.
Exactly.
But Tucker was Michael Jackson's best friend.
So to explain further and for abantu who still don't understand, then it's like, let's say, for instance, and I see fucking local, okay, prison has industry friends and he hosts a party most likely almost every year. And he invites this famous people from Bulawayo, or I'm not gonna name them. Any famous person that you know from Bulawayo.
Go to ASF.
Alright, invite so ASF, invite so Mendy Maino, Night Freak, or what, and but it's just a A-list party and and then people will see, okay, I saw all Night Freak, like what's man's but Google party Kbrizzy and then controversial stories Kbrizzy Pumas. Then people will start linking, say, so that means very all Night Freak, like two stores and then so Osman's. So in this case, and now we're putting it into PT and with teammate before OTT checks because he was PT do host my parties and where you see OTT checks we call
why is he a dingani umfundisi
we see others. No, the thing is
condemn.
You're a man of God, bro.
No, the thing is
party sponsor is Serok.
Let bad boy Inc.
The thing is what I've noticed that in America and when they are like for instance until checks when Christianity and so one of their line of Christianity is like diluted and it's come as you are. They are industry people and Utili checks a movie despite him being a pastor and Utili checks
he
produces movies and he has
what kind?
Yeah, 7 deadly sins. Especially if you look for 7 deadly sins.
Utili checks has worked with Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
So even PT has produced even a Christian movie before. I remember I watched a Christian movie, but they co-produced PT. Even though Mel Gibson, we were in the Passion of Christ. What is Mel Gibson? Muntu ambe church is
Ali racist, very serious.
Exactly. So in American or in that side of the world, and the industry is broad. I like just because you're Christian, I would just because so just because you are a politician, I would won't get invited.
Now, to clarify on the TDJX thing, right? I don't think he was attending the Diddy parties. He was a hoster from time to time, because Diddy is a member of his congregation. yabo ufana ukuthi mina ngumfundisi kathesi ujapraiser ungene echurch man ngithi praiser fika phela ngikhaya for ilunch or something like that, right? And that is when people, you know,
connection
can
was
even
made.
workers within
Made
my
the
house
connection.
that see ukuthi kanti fine kungena uDiddy lapha wangena uTD Jakes and then 5 little boys also
I have a question.
Kandi,
You
what's
guys,
going on
from
over
what-
there?
From all what you're saying.
So that's it wasn't parties. It wouldn't make sense for a man of the cloth to be going to Diddy parties like Jamie Foxx and everyone
You
else.
know,
would,
like the
right?
parties.
It's a, you know what I mean? You know, party.
But from what all you guys are saying here, you're trying to put out you're trying to
No,
come
no.
out and say, Uguti, you're trying to find ways or trying to make it
Trying to
look as
reason.
if
No.
maybe you're calling it reason, but you're trying to absolve him of not being part of
Not
it.
even
No,
that.
no,
we
I'm
did
saying
both.
yes.
This is critical
We did
thinking,
both.
bro.
Yeah.
We can't just ride with the wave here. Gucci
Okay.
is
No,
wrong.
yeah.
No, I'm
We
just
have to
asking. I'm just
explore
asking.
all sides and see.
Well, we're actually saying he did
Yeah.
that. But we're
But
saying
maybe
he
not
made,
in the way people are making
not
it
in the way
look.
people are
Say-
thinking.
Oh, you won't get it. Keep
Yeah.
it.
So someone
Does
say,
somebody want to swallow?
someone say,
I
someone
never
say,
sense voice umfundisi lana manje. Awuzi voice umfundisi.
Denzel
swallow.
Washington. Someone said, Denzel Washington said this. You attend Hollywood parties, but you make sure you leave before the devil arrives.
Was it women who took TT checks?
No.
No, TT checks. We had
He
cocaine.
was-
Lavantwana.
Apparently, so this is a person who we're having this conversation. They were telling me, no,
No, Denzel.
what do Denzel says?
What fuck am I Denzel?
Uti. No, I'm saying this guy is saying
Maforty
you
does.
saw a video of Denzel saying, you know, you attend Hollywood parties, but you leave before the devil gets here. And apparently he was referring to PD.
We exhibit.
And I think some funny things are also happening at that Mike Cuban item, that all white item.
It's possible, yes.
Because those
funny
people
things
party
happen
all
everywhere.
night. There.
Yeah.
Wonke
Sonke
abaceleb.
family party kuphela.
Machens-
Singathe sibingelelane then
Machens-
5% sesikhambeli.
Like a labali bugule liyana tongue daddy's little girl. Airpoma isikhathi se R. Kelly thing. One of like R. Kelly's main side pieces, like this girl who lasted the most. I'll send it to you guys.
Okay.
Like one of his more permanent,
Okay.
Yeah.
you know, side pieces. So she said she was with him for a long time. And even at the start of the book, bro, you can tell this girl has like some psychological issues because the book starts with an apology to him and says, bro, I don't know if you're going to read this. I've just seen a lot of things are coming out and I never want you to think I take you for granted or anything. You know I always love you. And it's so bad to a point that when I hear people attack you, I actually defend you. Because, you know, he had
Stockholm
this,
syndrome.
he had this relationship yakho ngani dark, but bond yakho is strong. Yeah, it's a Stockholm syndrome kind of vibe.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were some weird ass Stockholm syndrome.
Robinson
Maybe-
just stalker. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome kind
yeah,
of. Yes. So
Dope.
this girl then says, bro, I just want to put the story out there and hopefully I can paint it in a way where people can also understand the genius in you and also the little boy who's traumatized in you. So she talks about how she was obsessed with him. She even when she was a teenager, she had posters of him on the wall, and then she finally got a chance to meet him, and then they started, you know, and she was like his girl for a bit, and she really goes dark into these stories, bro.
I actually want to read this book, yeah.
Vele, it's like a 3-hour read because like 90 pages. I read it in one afternoon, but I had to drink painkillers afterwards because like half the book, out here. Dog, let me tell you, uqansi siwaziyo Jake is not uqansi wenzakale Hollywood ngathi. Go read this book, bro. Ngale benza omnye uqansi dog.
Kama Sutra.
Not only that, dog.
Those Dubai things.
Like bachaya banatha amaphilisi lama drugs or because this girl would talk about, bro, when we leave the show, mina vele I'd be in charge of getting the term for it. Okay, daddy since she'll round up 3 or 4 girls for him. Sebehamba bebonke and then so we super and uthi Jay sasichaya so for 3-4 hours.
Ibizo
Dinner.
lamafenzi phela le kusenza.
Yeah, well, I think what you This girl says at some point she would pass out, like from all the drugs and alcohol and sex, pass out, dog. Pass out for 2 hours. Ethi mpapa menthole
Evuke siyomile.
sebeshiftile omnye awusenokile omnye kade senokile sevukile sengenile edirini so laba yi2 hours dog. Like she was talking about like 6-hour sessions. I was like so
Not for little girls, though.
so
Put that out
you
there.
know, I don't think that book maybe mentions underage girls, but maybe it does. But what she does bring out is that side of
Is
him.
the cult element of
There's a little, because he also talks about he used to collect EP yabo or something. He had a voodoo priestess.
so
They were all forced. Amankazana would pee in jars and then you take it to that woman. What?
Maybe gulo urine somewhere.
No, it's Robert, bro. His name is Robert.
Oh, urine kid.
But mina mengiqalise ngathi Katt Williams.
Yeah. But even in all this, even with what Katt Williams
Well, I'm
said,
good when they say
I
a lot
think
of things.
this shows us one thing, and we've all had, because we don't have access to this side of life. We've all had, even as we crack jokes. We rich people are into weird shit. Like when it comes to fine.
Let's go.
when it comes to their sexual
Taste.
tastes and proclivities, these guys
I think
are,
they've stretched that
you know,
muscle so hard
yeah.
to do crazy things.
and let me have this. I would, hey, James, am I still gonna be into what I am used to right now? I'm like $3 yam. I'm like, nah.
There's a part where Katt Williams says, I don't look. I think he said, I don't look at things that I don't want. When I look at it, I can have it. Something like that. What does how Diddy be feeling? When he looks and he knows he can have it and he can take it. It can be important.
Puffy is gonna call. Just don't go.
Yeah, he said he was offered 50 million 4 times.
What did
He had to protect his virgin.
What did you guys think of that whole Katt Williams thing? We don't want to dive into deep into
Because
it.
there's a lot to unpack
Yeah,
here.
but like generally,
I mean, here is the pivot that always becomes a difficult situation with these things. If this kind of information and truth usually comes from an artist who's not at his peak, it's very easy for people to wash it under looking for relevance.
exactly.
If someone who is in their prime, who's right now, like if Trevor Noah came out and said those things,
Exactly. That's why I would respect people like maybe Ricky Rick at the peak of maybe
when he was at his peak. Yeah.
So it's like, nah, bro.
This is bored.
Yeah,
I'll just
this
take
doesn't
it
work.
because I'm contractually
But this
obligated, but
doesn't work.
this is no value.
This whole system is a mess. Yeah.
But ungakhuluma
I'll
njalo
respect
nge-Kbrizzy
someone.
ungela award.
Get to
It is ibuhlungu.
Kulinyiswa.
So here's the problem that happens with what most of what Katt Williams said. It might actually be true and you might be onto a very...
Most of it were true actually because
Yeah.
there were receipts.
The receipts are there, but
Yeah.
it just sucks that it's coming from someone
From
whose
someone
career is...
But he's not, you can't get his
yeah.
career as this, and yet he's shooting his next week in May. He's shooting another special.
Yeah,
for
very special
Netflix
film.
with eight
ne-
figures.
Netflix specials, my guys.
All right, listen.
Netflix sickly chill of it. Anyone can
senior
get a
anyone,
special. You
if you-
can get a
No,
special,
but
Maforty.
why does
Tina
Faison doesn't have
Tina,
one?
Maforty.
Why does Faison doesn't have one?
Nitio Maforty 20 special.
But what I'm saying,
All right. All right. Sweet.
Uthe anyone ngatholi special la
we
ungatholi
are-
special.
that's what Katt Williams refused.
All
What
right.
he-
So now my thing is, and where I'm sort of opposing you guys. I don't think that he was looking for relevance, right?
He wasn't.
That was one.
Yes,
Right. And the second, the bigger point is that fine, he's not at his peak. The man is old, bruh. He's been at this thing. In fact, this guy has pushed in comedy farther than other people that have rebranded themselves within the industry have.
True.
Bonke abantu ade khuluma ngabo, where are they now? Steve Harvey is into talk shows.
Something else, yeah.
Cedric the Entertainer, we don't know what he's doing now.
He's doing the
Or
neighborhood.
Faison just
Faison.
Mr.
First
Pons.
one, go down.
That's a
You know what I
fake
mean?
Faison live. What?
You know what I mean? So my point is, he didn't need that. In fact, that interview is the best thing to happen to Shannon Sharp. The one way that I could say I find writing relevance is if his numbers were not that good. You know.
I know.
Also the other thing, the flip side is that he came at prominent people. Like he left no stone unturned.
Yeah, he left.
Now in all of this, fine, people may argue and say no, he's on drugs, and then he defends himself like I've never taken a drug in my life. We don't know that. I'm like, my nigga, please.
That man was sweating on stage. Pimp Chronicles 1, Pimp Chronicles 2.
He's always sweating on stage.
You know what I
Sweating,
mean?
Vela.
So I'm like, fine, and his character aside, did he lie?
It turns out he didn't.
A lot of
Did
things
he
were-
lie?
He didn't.
And that's the trick That's where we as black people fall.
But I think a lot of people actually said, hey man, all of that aside, he actually is.
Was he lying?
Because by expose,
to even prove, usually.
The nigga even talked about the Illuminati.
Man, to even prove Uchomlo and Yashi didn't lie. Usually when someone comes out like this and like you said, when someone comes and starts like saying and people usually just brush it off, put it under the bridge. And did you see what every day almost major people that he mentioned, they responded, except for maybe one or two. But every day you see someone posting something saying response to Katt Williams. So obvious, and there are those things that people are afraid to say. And then when someone says, people want to say, outliers looking for relevancy, but
but this is the problem where you give people an angle to say, dog, it seems like you are now on the back nine of your career. So
but he did
very
didn't he say that the only reason why he actually came to Shannon is because I want to we are Shannon and lie. He had to come and correct the lie.
I mean, but I'm a big Katt Williams fan, bro.
Into futhi engabona khona ukuthi engabe wayeqinisile to some sense indaba leyana e-dress leya. Dave Chappelle spoke about that.
Oh yeah, but that one is true.
Dave Chappelle turned down a lot of money indaba e-dress. So like ngawubuyela isitsho njalo.
And he spoke about that guy wanted to, suck his manhood.
Who?
Weinstein.
Harvey.
Yeah.
Wait, for real? I don't have he was swinging.
But do you
The
know,
thing is, that thing was long, man. I won't lie, I didn't finish it.
Was it Pimp Chronicles?
Come on, dog.
I forgot which special way he said, in Hollywood, people who just cocaine in front of you. And I'm like, did you know that I can see you? So he's been, I think, Mina, he came and said his truth and he's at peace.
But I think he also spoke about P. Diddy parties a long time
ago.
he
said,
Pimp Chronicles 2 or something, where he said he was just walking into a room and then there was a bunch of people standing. There was two gay men doing it in the middle, and then he just thought,
yeah. Now, to address your point and on him being, on the back foot of his career, if everything that he said about him and the industry is true, I would respect him even more, because it means that this guy has done his level best to come up independently or as close to independent as he can possibly be.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So even then I'm like, hi, fine, bonke laba, they're more prominent than you, but like you said, the industry people, they wash each other's backs. You know what I mean? You didn't have that support system. And bruh, 12 specials is good enough.
A lot.
I've been sure they were taking
you went after Ricky Smiley, and I was like, in my contract I put, if I'm gonna be in a movie with Ricky Smiley, he has to wear a dress.
Yeah.
Like, how petty can you be?
And they proved that whatever you're saying about Ricky Smiley was true.
Yeah. So, but then the problem in general these days, not just in America, here, if someone right now says the truth, he's a hater. The truth is now branded.
It's hate. Yeah.
It's a hate or clout or looking for relevance.
That's true.
It's unfortunate.
Hollywood it's a big bad machine over there, dog. Occasionally we do get these outliers that come out and try to fight the machine, and there's a reason they always come every 2 or 3 years, because what they're saying is true. It's a horrible machine over there. If you know, like, people who actually have good careers, they've kind of said it. Like, to be honest, in Hollywood, the artists are not the ones with the money. It's the men you don't know that have all the money. And it's like, to have money in Hollywood, you have to own a piece of someone's business. And they all own pieces of our business. And then that's all he ever said. But I know there was a long story to that.
Yes.
So
Hollywood.
And then always piece of man. Kuruma said even, this is determined by people who don't even listen or don't even care about it.
Not that one. I can't wait to say that other. Yeah, but it was one of those things.
And then we come closer to home. TB Joshua.
Kanti mina ngiyibukelanga ukuthi wayesenzani ngathi tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis nguJeffrey manje lwa. UPuffy Combs ulobu Jeffrey but ubakhe.
But uChupa nguJeffrey.
IbuJeffrey lo bayano ube emakuleni. But uChupa uchupa singathi Epstein BMW X6 uchupa yena boy Benz leni GLE, like it's pretty much like
Same
the
list.
same thing,
Different brand.
different brand.
Kuthiwa wayesenzani
Worse is two things. I think TV Joshua.
Yeah. Our chupa check was crazy, bro. Chupa was crazy.
So what made it worse was two
Yeah.
things.
It is
One
true.
is an African
There's
man,
no way that
and
thing
two
is
is
gonna be
a
alive,
man
bro.
of God.
So both of those things should have kept him at bay. Kuthiwa nabela vela ngisazi.
To be honest, I
Me
didn't watch it at all.
avoided. Me avoided.
So I watched the thing.
Yeah,
So the
avoided.
thing is the brew. Umfundisi, the first thing nevele red flag yami i-concurrent wenza i-compound yakhe leya wawungani i-church ukuthi bonke labazalwane bakhe
So i-community.
bonke sebehlala one ndawo bahlala one ndawo. And the other thing kuthiwa yena engahlali le muli yakhe, the brew was staying upper room and then imuli yakhe ihlala down, and then upper room yakhe he was the only one who was getting in there with little boys, bro.
Now, bear in mind that all of this is happening in Nigerian accents. That's what makes it even funny. Whatever dialogue you're imagining in your head is happening in a Nigerian accent.
With only two boys.
You come here now.
So you know,
You come here. And the music only gets louder.
the funniest thing is why.
Did you give him my gum shots? Yeah,
So
yeah.
the boys were like his eight. Still remember why a toilet. I at least ibruke like la. So in a toy, and then the boys we at least the rest of the pants to his ankles. I think they would also wipe his ass or something. They're taking care of him.
Highway man.
Dope. Like they're doing all these funny things. And Twa, he would say his wife is a temptation. So you can't lie. But then you'd ask abantwana abancane uzobakhulekela, then say chai five aside pama. Like he was doing like the weirdest things, bro. Like into the and then Twa, he said one time to his other disciple, like right hand maniac. Esithi uyabona ukuthi abantu laba basebenzela abaningi uyabona bonke laba abantu abasebenzela abaningi bakhona amakhiya. That guy is like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I want to revenge for what they did to ancestors. Then he started sexually assaulting all. Guys.
Nah, bro.
No.
Nah, bro. Come on,
to watch this.
Yeah,
I know,
I had to lie at work. Guys, something I want to. Because go 50 minutes or one, so 50 by 3.
Is it on YouTube?
Hours. Yeah, it's on you. It's on the tube.
I think Lenza is
This is like 3 hours, bro.
But okay, fine.
Hey,
BBC covered it. BBC, right? But why didn't they cover Prince Andrew, Amantwana, or whatever? Like why would they
Nah,
cover
obviously it's the BBC.
Nah, that thing is there on Netflix, guys. I'm a clever Blake. I sit here and I want to documentary about Epstein. I'm like, nigga, what do you leave, bro? Hey, what is yang?
Ayatollah. What
Alpha says
there is
it
no
fine.
documentary on Alpha.
There are like 3 of them.
So now Patali subscription.
Alpha.
Hey,
But
so
I will say that sounds crazy, bro.
it really.
But
Really, no matter what character assassination, but in the land, is detailed. It was just crazy, bro. Hey.
Now the thing in my head, right? Now Ralph is it wangena wabafana abancane I'm picturing yamkhumbula uTom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry, all Nigerian knows that.
Oh man.
It's business. It's business.
And then,
Is it okay now?
all right, wonke lokho ama allegations aside, any end of the he wasn't like a true man of God, like he was a horrible person. One of his structures, lana collapse kwabantu. The way he hanged that item, bro, was really bad, bro. Why sendela ama families abantu abafelwe ama emails ayile tone ngani threatening ukuthi don't address the media eba offer some payouts. Like the emails, the people were reading the actual emails. And they were being taken out of Irabulana, Ebusu, meaning they were just.
So that is hush.
Exactly. I mean, we record and like, now, we was some colleagues of a shop. They never feel it. So they keep it like he
Khono
was
sizwe
actually a
imona
horrible
so.
person. Yeah, he was a horrible person.
Damn,
Okunye
bro.
lokho, of course, ngathi maybe good debate, rape,
But it's also sounding like.
But the other
I mean,
things
there's
he
no
was
smoke
doing-
without fire.
Exactly. And kula my clips futhi eyala lo munye ebuye sithi urecheche sithi nah, you're not raped, you're a temptation, you're a demon. Like kule video yakhona, like it's not even made up. Esithi umuntu orechiweyo nguye anti-tempter i-offender. Like things like that. So ingqondo yakho remember ngekho sound. That's what I'm going to say. Abamlandelayo, sorry guys, ababukela i-podcast le.
Venom
But that guy.
bhala TD lo TB.
So into zikhulunywa lampana libukele. I don't want to like preempt it too much, but
Hey, Mina, bro, you know, Mina, once again, you guys know I'm the most pro-black of blacks.
exactly.
So I
yeah.
don't like when they go against, the few black powerful people we have.
We have,
Hey,
yeah.
but also my boys are not doing well when they get in positions of power also. They know we are on the back foot. We're trying to do a comeback as a race. And then they get there and they start swinging their wheelie around.
Become reckless, yeah.
I don't know. Hey, I'm be famous anyway. He's a powerful living in the morning.
Kbrizzy
Boys.
parties.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yona
Kbrizzy
le
parties
ukuthi-
ebizimagama aphathakhe.
I-theory lesibili ngiyayenza ukuthi they could be a target against powerful black men, but lani powerful
They also
black men
did those things.
nxa usuthole i-power yangikhona uyenzana, are you responsible enough for
Yeah.
the powers? Yeah, because you're gonna get exposed and you're gonna play
You know me,
victim.
I'm always looking for a way to blame white people. Let me
There's a way.
There's a way to blame this on white.
Well,
And that's always me, but on this one I'm trying, boys. I'll try next week.
So,
on this one I'm
yeah,
trying.
Okay,
But go pick a picture. Just be careful of this miracle picture, guys. Or enye into futhi babe explain ukuthi ama scam akwenza njani. Kuthiwa babengalivumeli labanye oyabungekho ku script kube like ku front row.
So when I go, we're genuinely
uyislima
uyislima.
nge-wheelchair
my man,
ufuna uhambe
my
phambili
man,
ezokubamba,
See, a vet is slima.
Next week.
So like it's really crazy, bro.
It's business. It's business. I was also limits go script and I'm
I was also done emsebenzini yethu lapha.
Kanti kuyama-auditions first.
Ngabe kwaba uyabungundwana webule earpiece lapha umile usiya kubone sokuthutha inkawu usubonga. Alpha kulenkawu hey.
And the other sad thing, food, there are people who lost their lives, bro.
Yeah.
Ebayekilisa ukuthatha medication like amaphilisi abo
Echanga prayer.
lama ARV abantu bafa nje. So you consider those weird stories aside, yena as a person into ayenzisa abantu we
The money and the power, boys.
Yeah.
Tina, this is why we're not trying to be too successful as a podcast. If you notice, we're keeping the thing low.
We're keeping it.
We are just here, and it's okay. It works like this.
Okay. Let's move.
Let's wrap
move
that
on.
one up, yeah.
Let's wrap.
No, who said we're wrapping it up? Hey, there's
say
a
that
new sheriff
one.
in town.
Let's wrap that one up. Nabe mfuna kule yenye esi-scheme over yona la. Eyokuthi Ralph uthe le show lele zakucancela was lit. What up, my dog? Kuhamba njani guys?
The show was lit, bro. It was trending in SA. though.
People showed up.
MNS.
M&S.
MNS was fun, though.
Yeah.
Kuluma.
say
Say
Kuluma.
your
But
piece.
it was fun, bro.
It was okay, man.
You went up an octave.
That was okay. What was
That's
wrong?
cool.
Nah, the
No,
show
but
was
you know what?
fun.
It's 'cause the
Just
bro-
say
Mina,
what
there's
are your
something
concerns.
I only saw a video.
My concerns, and unfortunately, some of the organizing team then came at me for this concern that I had.
Okay.
But it's gonna sound like hate, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Go.
Because I didn't hide it. The show was incredible. I had so much fun. Indeed. To the extent that I was like, I remember the following day tweeting, but guys,
And he didn't show up.
and he didn't show up, and we didn't even notice that, right? So all in all, it was a good experience.
And
shout out-
testament to that, we can have good times locally.
locally.
It's true.
We don't have to bait people with the promise of an international artist coming, right? Then the second thing was, for me, there's this boy Mai Slogumbona, like in our usual drinking spots.
Ubani?
This guy called Mai. I think his name is Mayibongwe. He was my junior in high school. Nah, not you. No,
Okay, not this one. Oh, wow.
So anyway, this guy, I don't know whether it was scripted, but he kind of took over as host of the show.
Okay.
He's an incredible hype man. You know, because he's a youngster, right?
Energy.
We find him, but the boys got it. You know, you only expect Taliana that we see once every 5-10 years and
The Kbrizzy of sorts.
you know, exactly.
I hear what you're saying.
You know, yeah. You know what I mean? So I was like, this guy is if he does it properly and you guys put him on, then gatekeeper. 2024 could be easier. You know what I mean?
That's good.
On the flip side, the actual host of the show.
Did you mention a name?
I did mention the name.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, right now I haven't mentioned the name.
Yeah, but I'm saying in your thesis
Yes,
online.
Yeah, I did. Actual host of the show.
Was supposed to host actually?
I say
Uma
what?
editor.
So
So
now you know what it's like to be part of more. Because that means I'm Kuta.
so I was like, the actual host of the show, in as much as she's a very strong
Personality.
for TV, radio, corporate events, this was not the event for her. Yeah, well, why chuna. I want us boagile. I tweak it. You know, so for 2Ks and my school leave and I'm events but we've been attending this shit for a minute, bro. You know what I mean?
But I think she did a great job at Garden of House. There's a Garden of House where...
No. Under the Sun.
That was Under the Sun.
She started a Garden of... Yeah, niggas ain't
And that
Garden
one,
of House.
Hey, man.
There was a Garden of House in Southern Cross where she actually started... I think it was probably her first gig as an MC, like a Kruvenga singer and Alewa Kamba.
Okay.
There, she did pretty well.
Alright, so
Then
I
Under the
suppose-
Sun was here and there.
Yeah.
And then there at Manchia, I think that's where...
Yeah. So now,
I get to like it's just a bad day at the office.
Exactly, sir. It's,
Yeah.
And I'm actually saying that it is beyond a bad day. If you realize that, unless if you're telling me that now within her there's a talent for this niche that I can't see, you know, that could also be an option. But you know what? What I would advise if I was a manager or a career coach is don't taint the image that you have. You've got a nice, clean brand that you have built for yourself. You know, you're talented at whatever you do.
Who is this person?
MC
Man,
Sizambona pro kwenye my event lapha.
Anyway,
Samfuni phela noma events akho.
ukubuza kakhulu.
Hey.
Anyway, the views of one Vuyi Bulawayo Man do not reflect the views of the child.
And
You want me to
you
kukhuluma
must
Yeah,
you
she's
know.
a good friend of
but
ours. She's
Mina-
going to come to the show.
Yeah, she will.
Yeah, she's going to
I
come to
saw
the show.
a video clip of a performer at the MNS, right?
Yes.
There was no one. Why performer for no one?
Oh, no.
Who's that?
Those are afternoon slots.
The afternoon slots,
Yes.
yeah. In my mind, I'm like, why? Why when there are people?
But that happens.
No.
Let me tell you.
To
Let
me,
me
that's
tell
a
you.
disservice.
I understand.
That's a disservice.
I understand
as
what
an
you mean.
artist, bro. As an artist.
And you know what?
As an artist, it's
I
a
think they
disservice.
also knew Uguti that was actually a disservice because there was a band. What's the band?
Travelers Band. Yeah.
Those guys
Performed once and
let's
came back.
and they came back I'm 8. So I'm like, so you guys actually
I'm going to slaughter too. Now I've seen those things. Here's what happens, bro. Your event is gonna start from 11 to 10 ebusuku. These events they start 12 midday. You're gonna have some empty slots, and abantu because traffic starts at 4-5 in Damba, 5-6, and then it's like you have an artist for every hour. That's just one of those things.
Yes.
Now for
Curated
context,
nice.
because
So then curated
As
nicely.
an artist, just try and wake
Ngoba-
up lawe.
yeah, 'cause
wake up
lapha-
ukhwele kulado ukuthi la
Yeah, because
uzakufuneka
lapha se-city,
8 p.m.
se-city as long as kusa empty abantu beyokukhala i-USB. Awenzi.
People pay.
Some
Yeah.
people,
need
you know, I've been to
entertained,
actually an event where Unijeti Soul just played an afternoon set for nothing. He was just like, so akusela muntu. Wahamba wateacher, wachafu for like an hour. I mean, very empty. And then he still came back later for that prime time slot. Nijeti Soul. You know what I'm saying? Because those ones are there.
I still for a performing artist, an empty space.
Yeah.
All right, now Maforty, my question is,
From
right?
a stall. It's
From
fine.
the Ivan artist, you as a curator, Mina as at the festival, bro. At the festival, when I run the festival, right? When I run the festival, it's I'll make sure. And as I put now, we're always on time, so people are always late. I will make sure no act to get on stage when there are no people.
Regardless.
Because as a performer, you need an audience.
Now, Maforty,
You don't do
here's the other thing, right?
Yeah.
Raus Azkona, event.
Yeah.
In front of the stage, there was no one, but doesn't mean that the entire place was empty.
No, there was
Let
a
me
camera.
finish. Let me finish.
No, I'm saying
Hey,
there was a
that's
camera.
corner.
There was a camera.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Manchester is a well curated event.
Yeah.
Can't take that away from them.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, we can kudla. People munch and they sip. And then Tambama, so
Yeah,
that's
true.
when you get
That's how it is,
people
yeah.
rock.
Chai
And-
Shibili.
So now, unfortunately, with the way that setup was, the food stalls were at the back.
People
Yeah,
were
bon.
still over there.
People, Babe, and no one wants to take food and walk 100 meters to where they're going to sit in front of the stage. Hey, mina actually when I was walking ngisaqhutha ukudla mdala azi ngangibuhlungu njani oyimali yezibheli
Shout out to Mgcini, made me cool.
yeah
Eish, those bros put us on to nice food. They
ndoda ama-stores wonke lana nje ayeshapa. So my point is, at that particular time, people are just gonna
They're gonna be spread
they
out.
They don't want to see an artist on stage.
Big
So why
festival.
put an artist with no one? Why put an artist?
But remember, it's a festival again. There's always gonna be people, even people like me. Trust me, if I go to an event and try and explore at least artists and develop with the USB, I will have a problem with it. Even though I know that what I'm doing is unreasonable and banning abantu abanjalo ko Bulawayo. Now the flip side about it, the beautiful part about it, for artists like Indigo Saint and Prince, who had never gotten a platform like that before, like that.
Exposure.
Is not even exposure. Those guys are exposed enough, man. Those guys have been singing for a minute.
Yeah.
They can now say, Coca-Cola, and you know what? We've actually worked together before. Remember that big event that I was there that you sponsored? I was there. Coca-Cola is not remembering the afternoon. They're remembering prime time. They're like, so one of the artists at an event that was this big wants to work with us again. Let's in lab. Yeah, bon. The trick to it is finding the silver lining in all of these things.
okunye lathi I think labantu bethu basasemuva misha nxa kuthiwa festival iqala ngo-11 Jay uTravis Scott uyabe secoachela ngo-1 mfana ginqa umtsintsila lapha abantu behlaya mfana skipa ndoda abantu begcwele so
And now Maforty suggestion.
aka awayidela ayiperforma actually kwanguricky ayiperforma ama-2 emini so ilanga litshisa ndoda ekholisa kugcwela abantu so lani hambani umashow la eli
So now Maforty's suggestion was that, you know what, fine, akula abantu, let's just askhipheni abantu, who's perform umuntu sokula abantu. Now as an event organizer, where that messes things up is stage management automatically becomes really
Very
messed up.
messed up.
Messed up okunye ongayenziyo.
So stake up umuntu in 3 hours now.
You know what I mean?
So that-
Ngoba labana ababuyileyo and also bagumulile, either will want to perform or they'll want their payment. One of the two, definitely. You know what I mean? Which is that, and you're like, all right, fine. I crowd yami sifuna like a primetime act. But you're like, no, usibizile mdala, you still need to pay us.
perform.
No, so it's like, yeah, hey, my chief.
I don't
But
think
that's when I said. That's when I. Okay, maybe that wasn't Kuruma because I've been sitting in front of a board and a desk, learning this. When you have a festival, when you have an event like that, and when you're curating it, it will be in such a manner. I know when I create an event, if I want 3 acts, I don't care what. If I want 3 acts, I'm gonna put 3 acts there. That's it. If you're gonna listen, pastor didn't pitch up, but the event stopped. It went on. The local guys who were there managed to
to make it.
Meaning, ukuthi kahle kahle, at some point in their planning, Bapa Manisa to even think of Basta because they didn't even trust their own DJs.
All right.
They didn't even trust the brand. They didn't even trust their own brand to pull such a number.
Is it?
Oh,
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
no. That's if that's what I'm just saying.
I don't know. What
In this
give me the
case,
comment?
in this
Oh,
case,
cool.
ngiyakuzwisisa point yakho.
Yeah.
But like any event, like when it's a festival, and the general rule, especially for my events now, is speaker is card, and whether the people are there or they're not there,
Or they're
if the
spread out.
event if the event starts at 2 and I see the event and whether when the artist was supposed to perform at 2 is supposed to be there at 2, and because like you are saying with their structure and they cannot cater to uprizu uthing about 2 years instead of being there. Ogunye, you can't blame the event organizers to say to how come they're putting an artist to perform at an empty. People come at the events at their own time. There are those that decide to come early because they want to have the whole experience. So that's what those artists are there for. In this case, yes, we're tricking out go Bulawayo and Tina General, and what is like coming in.
We treat shows like Bowers and festival.
Prime time.
Go late.
Go late.
Tina very
Dagiwe.
because it means I'm is cleaning, you know, because this poor smart about you almost and complain.
Everything
So, but in a perfect world, yes. I wanna like in a perfect world, yes, and about 2 hours and everyone will be curated for everything. But in this case, and it's become a card. So when as an artist, and what you can do is perform at your absolute best.
Just do your thing and go.
And guess what? And was at Uchomlo, I think some far at a later stage. Because why cause even if we aim to want I to perform and as an artist you won't be called.
You saw how great those guys perform. The other thing is
Prince held it
So
down.
trust me,
Prince held it
and
down.
let me tell you something. Like for instance, na tunasamba Chakranda festival and tina was far at the beginning and
Biningi.
what we aimed and I perform a lot for your brown. Ingoma za for brown is just basic and just basic songs. But people came from their stores. But the music like serious. But as figure me pay too good and everything. One of the organizers what he as the next time. This guy is from Bulawayo is our at a later stage. Because I'm not saying maybe but look at what he and
they were in the earlier slot.
The earlier slot they're not known. But now I want to this people can actually pull a crowd. Tells us to perform and what's up to bunch stage who's next? Who's next? Yeah, well. So in this case, it should be like a motivation for those that get to perform at class and to say, okay, fine, we aim to cool. Let me imagine now perform for the manager, for the event organizer.
So I can. But I'm now say also it's to never take those things personally. I've been to events, even like a Spring Fiesta. I've seen big established artists performing early.
Exactly,
to empty crowds. I've seen a DJ Vuyi, a player kusa empty. Slots are given 3. Yena vele futhi labana bona bebekwazi ule slots ka 3 la ska 6 somewhere leska 11 somewhere.
Yeah, me like catch
So
flight.
and you never take those things personally. You're booked, you perform. That's how it is.
Right.
That's how it is.
As we are rounding up, there are 2 things here.
News,
No. I'm trying to say. So let's start with the blunder or I don't know whether it was a blunder at ZBC. Good morning.
I let us next week there.
Good morning.
Mobile, we have a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, there's actually a whole lot of things to unpack there.
Give us a list of what was supposed to skate.
So we have that trend. I'm a Bulawayo.
Okay.
Bulawayo.
All right, we can talk about that one.
Yeah,
We can talk about that one. Actually, so the background to that thing, it's like a TikTok thing, I think. Yeah, it's a social. Well, let me just say it's a social media thing, where someone would say, "I'm this," and then they say, "Of course, I do this."
Like
this,
one of the stereotypes about that specific class of people.
So I'm a hey, I'm a polygamist. Of course, they're gonna ask me how do I get laid. Things like that. And then there was the one that trended most in Zimli and Zui stuff says ZFM. I'm a Harare man. Of course, baby, I'd gone to the Shumba sang it's a catch back.
Yeah.
Those guys killed you, bro.
That's a fire.
And whenever we live.
And
then I came up with mine that blew up. Man, I drink dollar deals there.
Oh, okay, there you go.
They'll kill me.
Mna ngikuthile phela lekathi
Serious.
yenza
Yeah, it took off.
So
So the abantu abaningi ngathi lokho befaka Vuyi la ufake yakhe Bulawayo Man. Uthiya Bulawayo uthiya wena zani?
What
you say,
I
do?
tweet 10 times a day. I've
I
literally
tweet a lot,
forgotten.
bro. I tweet a lot.
Mna ngikuthile
Ama tweet ami ngakhumbulayo kuphela ngami bese engagement too much, but otherwise I never know what I tweet.
I think I said I'm a Harare man. I didn't say I'm a Bulawayo
Say
man.
Harare Man.
Yeah. Same Kohliwe, man. I'll try and remember.
Selling us out like this.
so let's
Mina kwanza one. I'm a Bulawayo Man. Of course, if you ask me where am I, that in Sekonen.
Ralph.
Oh, yeah. I'm a Bulawayo Man. Of course, I'm boosting your hands on your back at yes.
I saw man.
Oh, yeah. I remember mine.
Yes.
I'm a Harare man. Of course, I tell people I'm into mining. Or act like a C10 whenever I feel threatened.
They tweeting ngayibona le.
Yeah, I saw
This one I saw this one.
This one also went
do
off.
your version of Bulawayo Man.
That was mine. That's it.
Nah,
Oh,
Bulawayo
then
Man.
I actually did a Bulawayo one.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Because you
No, I'm actually ngiboneka Mgcini. I'm a Bulawayo man, of course. Uyaphela unhlabise.
Abhadala idola lapha khona.
Aphatha lidombi lapha khona. Mina yami yayedai yami.
This was mine. I'm a Bulawayo man. Of course, I support Highlanders.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm a Bulawayo man. Of course, I support Highlanders, despite having never been to Barberfield.
Yeah.
And generally disliking soccer as a
As
sport.
a sport, yeah.
But I know good high
Vele duba uthi soccer kuyini soccer wena.
football.
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah, soccer is
Mina yami
American.
ngayedai athi I'm a Bulawayo man. Of course ngangena emjoveni ngiyansi ifoni ngithi namhlanje imoto endlini.
Remember sengena emjoveni so sikhathi kufanele ukuthi
Giving us a life story, man.
Iplaza lami lelana ulivalile igate like bro
Namhlanje kuthi imoto endlini.
relax bro.
I'm not a Bulawayo Man.
There's a trend that's been happening on so to say. I
Go ahead.
Right. There's a trend, right, that I saw. And this is just bros sticking up for other bros, right? Let's say Mina, ulochere ngimfuna ku Twitter, right? And I make my intentions known. Avu is got a crush on, APC. Urave bese buya kuma quotes I'm. Etiyo my she thanks for borrowing me $1 million that time. Bese ngene Kbrizzy ethi machi check i-GT6 yakho ngizayibizela. Maforty efike ethi ndoda yeah nokudla kwanceda lapha that day. That kind of thing. So I don't know. I mean
I've seen people do that a
Yeah,
lot.
man,
Lena
and I
mina
love
ngisukele
it.
eNigeria kakhulu.
As we close, I'm a Bulawayo Man. Of course, ngakudla lokhuyana.
And they tipping me off. I know you from the inside out. We do some real talking at my mama's house. We finna get something for $1. We might just head home in a Honda. But are you ready?